Yo, 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 for the fifth time. I think we got it. All right, we got it. We got it.
Got
Man,
it.
this is so much harder when I'm by myself, for real.
Yeah, Marcin, update from last episode.
Missing, still missing.
Marcin is
still missing.
Still missing.
We don't know where he is. He
I
was.
know. I know where he's at.
Where's he at?
He's licking ice cream cones in Poland, dude. No, but that's where that's where he's at, man. Got a snap the other day.
I did see a snap the
Yeah,
other than
I'm
this
like,
guy,
dude,
bro.
25 is what, though? It doesn't count, dude.
I was under the impression he was deported, so. But I guess he's coming back. I guess he'll be back this week. He's got to be back. We got a picnic this week coming up.
That's right, man.
That we got for September 7th on Sunday.
Yeah, tell us more about it.
Well, it's a Góralski picnic. Chihed Dolne number 65 has their annual picnic, where we eat, we drink, we collect donations, we offer stipendia. I can't even think of stipendia in English, dude.
You got me.
Dude,
Let's
why
talk
can I can't think of this word, dude? We give
English is
grants.
not your
Oh, we do grants to students who are actively in school. So we do give grants to students. We help some money back to our place for back to our village in Poland for repairing the church and just building playgrounds and stuff like that. But it's a good time. It's it's part of our heritage, part of our culture. People come dressed, plug out of school and everything. I got my brand new shoes right here.
Dude.
My kid up to.
You better start wearing those like now.
I was thinking about it, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wear my old ones for the last time.
That's
and I'm gonna wear these around the house.
yeah, I would pour some alcohol in there.
Dude,
Hey,
these-
I got a shoe stretcher, by the way, if you want.
Do you, dude?
Yeah, it's
brand
nice.
new kirpsa that are just been stitched, like brand new. Man, oh man, let me tell you, when you put them on the first time and you wear them for like a couple hours, it's
tough.
It's agony. Agony.
You know what I got in Poland a couple years ago? I got gosh, what do you call them? Kapca.
Kapsa.
Yeah, I went to a funeral there. Góralskie Kapca. They're men's boots, right? But not the high top, not the ones that go high. They're
Interesting.
yeah, they're really cool, man.
I
They're really
haven't seen
comfortable.
those.
Yeah, they're really comfortable. I'll show you a picture. We'll upload something somewhere.
Interesting.
But that's the new thing now, and it's,
Kapca?
Kapca. That's what they're called.
Kapcha.
I think that's what they're called. I don't know, man.
Kapcha. Well, let's see. Hold on. We got. I don't want to press the wrong button here. This is the same thing as I'm looking at the instructions and I'm like, I don't know if I'm pressing the right buttons, the wrong buttons. Let's just leave it at what it's at. I'm gonna confirm my buttons here from Marcin's handwritten instructions, because that's how we do things. Pause and resume.
You ever seen these?
Oh,
The
okay.
women's-
Those are like boots, dude.
Well, right. Those are the women's style, right?
Yeah. Okay. Those are the high tops, though. Those are the
Correct.
really tall, like boots. Those are straight up boots. Okay, that makes sense.
Hold on. We could continue though while I look.
But anyway, yeah. So that's coming up.
Is there things to do for kids there?
Yes, there's gonna be jumping funds. There's gonna be bull rider or like a mechanical bull. There's gonna be a horse with a carriage. There's gonna be competitions, picking potatoes and tug of war and a couple other things. So there's gonna be plenty of stuff for kids. And they have ice cream. So we try to make this as family friendly as possible in terms of give everybody something to do. The adults come and have a drink, dance. We have live music, and then for the kids, enjoy the outdoors, play soccer. We have all kinds of stuff that happens. So
You got horses coming?
there's supposed to be horses with a carriage. They're supposed to be pulling the carriage. So
Nice.
you can go for carriage rides. It's a good time. But yeah, this Sunday, September 7th in Lamont at the Slovenian Center. Come out. Mass is at. I can't remember if it was at 11 or if it's at 12. I'm pretty sure it's at 11. Let me confirm before anybody else
Shows up Pogodal school.
shows up at school at
And the
9
mass
a.m.
is-
and they're like,
mass isn't for an hour later.
yeah, we're not really sure what time it was, but it said mass is at 11 a.m. just to confirm.
There we go.
So come out,
Come out,
enjoy, support. Yep, exactly.
Where can people donate?
They can donate on location. I mean, whoever already knew about this previously donated directly to either me, because I'm the vice president of the club, or to the club itself. There's 2 other members. So, but if you want to donate, if you're interested in donating, you can donate at the event. on the spot. So we're gonna have
and if you want your business name on a banner, that's probably next year already, right?
Yeah, it's already kind of too late for this year. We already have our. I mean, it's never too late realistically, but we won't be able to get a printer, a banner printed in time for, in 3 days basically at this rate. So if you want to do that, that's for next year. I mean, we welcome all donations and all. This is all for charity. At the end of the day, nobody really makes money on this. It's just, spreading the love, I guess, with financially, realistically.
For sure.
That's how else are you going to do it? There's certain things you can donate, and then there's certain things that can't really be donated, just have to be bought. Can't donate a fire truck. The only way you're going to get a fire truck is if you buy it, because there ain't nobody donating a fire. Well, I know a couple guys who would donate a fire truck, but it'd be old as hell, bro. You have to push it across the freaking street.
For sure.
They can use it for a Brahma. Marcin, this is a perfect example for you, dude. This is it. Yeah. We're gonna buy you an old ass fire truck, and we're just gonna stick you in Barker Road, and just if there's ever a wedding coming by, you have the one opportunity to just push it out of the street.
That's right.
Because we have horses riding here all the time, so that's that's what it is. But yeah, Marcin will be back.
Next week?
He'll be back on the podcast next week. That's when he'll start doing all the clips and everything. I ain't doing any of that. I don't know how to do any of that, and I have too much other things going on to try and learn it. Marcin knows how to do it. He can continue doing it. So, I mean, he knows what he's doing.
That's what he's doing. That's what he does.
But nowadays, everything's done AI too. It's like AI generates a lot of our clips. It's actually kind of interesting. It'll go to the podcast and it'll cut out clips and basically post them for you. You can do them, manually yourself, but it's a lot of, time consuming for sure. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a pain in the ass to do it. We'll see. I don't know what his plan is for the future on this, but I mean, in terms of doing the clips and everything, he said he's going to try to make his own clips. So we'll see how that goes. But in other words, when he gets back, he'll get back in full force on it. So
yeah, for sure.
We'll have our picnic over with. He's got to be back for the picnic because he's got to do some work around it. Yeah. So we got our trailers to pull and stuff to set up and everything. So
I can't find a picture. I type in Poland and every other picture comes across.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Me licking ice cream. That's all. That's all that comes across.
Is that what that's Siri was listening to you or what?
That's all I do.
Hey, your cup matches my my Montana plates that are right in front of you that I just put on, dude.
Ah, look at that, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, don't tread on me. That's right. These are TBTS plates.
So tell me. I see a lot of sports cars with Montana plates. Not sports cars. I see
high-end exotics.
High-end exotics. Yeah, sports cars.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah. So walk us through it. I've noticed that more and more.
Montana has very lenient rules when it comes to things like emissions, sales tax. For the guys with the high exotics that are buying Montana plates for exotics, like high-end exotics, they're trying to avoid paying sales tax.
Correct.
When they sell the vehicle, they don't have to pay sales tax in Montana if the car is registered in Montana. Also, Montana doesn't require emission tests. So that's kind of the reason why I have the plates for my GTRs, because not that I wouldn't pass emissions, it's just that my computer was swapped out, so it doesn't have all the systems that are recommended for the EPA. I mean, but hopefully the EPA is going to be gone soon. So
I doubt it. They're cracking down on.
Are they? I don't know. We'll see.
2500s, 3500s diesels and stuff like that.
Are they?
Yeah. They
if you're running commercial, yes. They'll crack down on you for sure if you're running commercial.
I mean, I've heard of raids in shops. There's a couple of Facebook groups out there, and I'm not going to mention any names.
You're talking about the modifiers who used to modify the trucks and
off-road parts. Mm-hmm. They delete the emission system off of it, right? Yeah. So you don't have to pour DEF fuel in there. The truck's supposed to run a lot cleaner. Yeah. It's supposed to breathe a little bit more. I mean, after they...
It does, 100%.
After they enacted that in, 2013?
I think there was...
15, something around there?
I'm pretty sure... Any car produced after 2008 had to have... Well, that was EGRs. Sorry, that was EGRs. And then I think you're right.
Yeah, like the I used to have a Duramax and the old
12s and 13.
LBZs, I think that's what they're called. I mean, they're very sought after because they don't have any of that emission stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to mess with it. You don't have to do anything with it. I mean, you can pick it up as is and it runs dirt. I mean, it runs nice, right?
I mean, yeah.
You
say run dirty?
I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, yeah, it's spitting coal, dude, left and right.
Rolling coal.
But yeah, I mean, these trucks, the 2500, 3500 series. I mean, you have one. I got a 3/4 ton. You got a 3/4 ton too, right? Or you have a ton? What?
Is yours deleted?
It is not.
Well, mine is.
Oh, maybe.
Listen, I mean,
I don't know who's listening.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't have my truck no more.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I am all for cleaner emissions, obviously, right? But I'm also for having, the least amount of restriction possible, right?
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude. I mean, these trucks are, they have 450 horses, 900,000 pounds of torque, but they can go up to quite a bit more.
Yeah, 100%.
Just off their stock components.
Yeah, exactly. They're detuned technically is what they are, right? My biggest beef with, the DEF fluid whole thing, the emissions thing, is that if you're so worried about emissions, why don't you cut down on the private planes instead of us private people who drive a pickup truck or whatever the hell? And it's not like we're putting out who knows what kind of emissions.
Yeah.
Compared to these guys flying these planes around every day.
So fire trucks don't have emissions. They don't have the
No government vehicles have emissions, supposedly. But that's not. I've heard that, and I've heard the opposite. We talked about this actually on a podcast before.
You can't have a fire truck go into regain or
regen
or limp mode, for example, if they're on their way to a rescue because someone forgot to fill the DEF tank.
Same thing with the military vehicles.
Yeah,
any kind of like government vehicles. There is no emissions on any of them.
Absolutely not.
And that's why it's like. Okay, well, I mean, fair, understandable from one point of view. But from another point of view, it's like, well, how can you enact it on one group of people but not on the other? I know you're the government, but then again, aren't we in charge of the government?
Well, yeah, technically speaking.
Right, so shouldn't we be making these regulations? Or making the decision on what should and shouldn't be implemented? So at the end of the day, it's like, I understand what they're coming from. I get the clean emissions and whatnot, but at the cost of what? Exactly.
Sure.
And then, with the DEF, with all that stuff, that shit breaks often.
Yeah.
Often. It kills motors often.
Yep.
So it's like, is it really saving that much more down the road?
Do you know what that is? Do you know what DEF is?
What?
It's urine.
I'm not surprised that would be urine. Yeah.
It's urine and water.
Yeah. That is a mix of some shit, but it's very basic.
Well,
basically, all it does is it enters the exhaust system after the cat. I want to say, or before the cat. I don't know. I think after. But it has the whole regen thing where it basically runs hot so that it could burn off all the extra components so it doesn't give out a lot of smoke, right?
Yep.
You're trying to kill off as much of the toxins with the DEF fluid as possible before it exits the tailpipe. The problem is that it becomes smog, and it gets clogged in the exhaust, and then the regen happens. And then every time a regen happens, the capacity of that exhaust system now begins to depreciate in terms of like how much efficiency it can handle.
Correct.
So it just becomes a problem after a while, for sure. There's no way let's say you got a diesel. There's no way you're going to make it 200,000 miles without doing something on the DEF system. There's no way at all. There's no way. You're going to have some kind of a problem. The broken sensor or clogged cat or something.
I might be living, but I mean, I'm about to roll 100K right now.
I'm at 2.
250.
I'm at 2.
Are you?
Yeah. It's about that time.
What year is it?
17.
Oh.
Yeah. It's about that time to start looking around for a different truck.
A little upgrade.
The problem now becomes that I love that truck. Dude, it's a good truck.
But the price of them, dude.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. I was shopping around. What did you see?
Well, dude, so I built mine out. I have a Lariat F250. It's
what year is it?
19.
19
or 20. I bought it right before COVID, like January.
I bought mine in 19.
Yeah, so it's not no crazy bells and whistles, but it's a Lariat. It's a sport. It's blacked out, head to toe. And I built one out right now on the Ford website. It ended up being $95,000.
Yeah,
for the exact same spec.
And it's not fully loaded.
And Lariat's like right.
Yeah, it's right at the top.
No, it's right in the middle.
Oh, it's not.
No, you got a King Ranch still.
That's right.
On top of that. You have you got a platinum, and then you have a limited on top of that. I mean, dude, F450s and a limited trim are like $150,000.
I know. My friend's trying to sell me one. But I'm a Dodge guy. I don't know. I like my Dodge.
We're not going to talk about we're not going to say much more. The truck guys always have like a thing against other manufacturers. Obviously,
I mean, I don't have a thing against Ford. I mean, I they got a good product, but I feel like the new Dodge Rams have a much nicer interior than the
Dodge has always been very innovative and has always been on top of everything in the interior.
Yeah, innovation wise. Yeah,
exactly. Larger screens, big displays, so on and so
nice
forth.
Sound system,
gizmos, gadgets, yada yada yada.
And it doesn't really break. The car I got, dude. I mean, knock on wood, but rarely any issues. I have the limited mega cab, so that's my favorite trim. I paid. What'd you pay for that truck? You said 95 if you were gonna build it now.
Yeah, if I build now, so I paid 68 at the time.
That's what I paid for mine. Basically, I paid 65 for 2017 with 38,000 miles, so it wasn't brand new.
Yeah,
right. But it was a mega cab, limited, fully loaded. It's decked. I mean, this truck is fully decked out.
Well, before you can still shop around and get $8, $9, $10, $12,000 off of a truck.
Yeah.
COVID obviously changed that. There's no way you're getting that.
You
just can't buy a truck for that
kind
of price.
It seems like trucks are sitting for now, though. I've seen a lot of discounted rates on a lot of trucks.
But I don't think you're ever going to find $12,000 again. I mean, I went to a dealer in Roselle. I found a 350 with the same trim in Minnesota that I was going to literally go out and drive and get, because it was $12,000 off at the time. They ended up matching the price or splitting me in the middle or something like that, where it didn't make sense for me to go out there. Gas time, so on and so forth. So, but again, when I was shopping around back in the day, it was $9,000 to $12,000 off of a scooter. And then obviously Ford. Sorry to cut you off. Ford has these discount plans too. If you sign up to like the Mustangs Club of America, you can get an X plan price on any Ford you buy.
Really?
On like a little Maverick, it's only a couple $100, $600-$800. But on an F-250 or something that's north of 50, 60, 70 grand, you can get a couple $1,000s off.
Yeah, interesting.
And then obviously farmer discount, Farm Bureau, so on and so forth. It's another $500, and then military, and it's probably standard everywhere.
I wonder if I went to get a new truck, if I went to the dealer and built one. I wonder if those discounts are still available, like a farm exemption, all that stuff.
Yes, but they won't, yes, they are available, because I built my Maverick, and I got a $500 farm discount and an X-Plan price. So they're available. However, when they have a car sitting, and I don't know the car industry. You got to get a car guy out here that does sales. But when they're sitting on the lot for X amount of days, they can take X amount of dollars off or X amount of percent off. And if it's 45 days, they'll increase. They want to.
They want it gone.
They want to sell trucks, obviously. So if you build yourself a truck, they cannot give you the same deal as a truck that's been sitting on a lot for 60, 90 days.
And that's the thing. So I was
I
was looking at both options, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna build a truck because it does add an extra like $15,000 to the price tag. And I've seen a couple of them that have the options that I want. Maybe the one thing that doesn't make sense to me, doesn't line up for me is like, I like the trim, I like the truck, I like the options, I like everything. The only thing I don't like is the exterior color. Like I like seeing a lot of white Ram mega cabs. Yeah. White. I like black. I'll even go with a gunmetal. I don't give a crap. Whatever.
Yeah, those are hot.
But black to white, I don't know. It doesn't really. It's.
And by the time you spend money on the wrap, you're going to end up being the same thing.
That's true, though. You're right. So I can wrap it.
You could, but you're going to end up spending the same amount of money as you build in a truck, probably.
I mean, how much would a wrap job cost for a truck? $3-4 grand.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
five on a mat. I got a quote before,
and it's extra protection for the paint anyway.
Sure, it is.
So if you look at it from that perspective, then you're like, well, it doesn't really matter what color it is, right?
No.
I've seen a nice 2025 standing at a Chevy dealership. The spec I want for like 85, I think they were asking. So maybe I can get a little less.
I mean, they're out there, dude. I mean, when they order these new trucks on the internet, obviously, I'm surprised you have a lot of whites, because a lot of the ones that I see are darker, and sometimes the oddball colors too.
Yeah.
But they'll just order 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 of the exact same truck.
Yeah,
exact same trim,
same spec,
same
everything,
color, so on and so forth. They probably get a break on that too,
for sure.
Ordering the same thing because they produce them with the same trim and same options and so on and so forth. So again, when I was building my Maverick out, I didn't build my F-250 out, but when I built my Maverick out, I knew exactly what I wanted because it was just my daily.
Yeah.
I didn't want to overdo it because I didn't need that. But I wanted,
a little bit
windows I didn't have to roll and auto start, stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah, I was looking at them. I'm gonna see. I gotta fix up this truck right now. I'm gonna have the windshield changed out. It's cracked. Do a little bit of body work. Just a little bit of stupid shit. Couple of small dents.
200,000 miles, dude.
But it's like if I want to trade it in, I don't even know if I want to trade it in. I'm thinking obviously the best value for your buck is going to be selling it.
Correct.
I can either sell it to, I can try to sell it to Carvana. I can try to sell it to CarMax. I can try to sell it on Facebook. But nowadays with all these options to like sell your car, you can sell your car the same day.
Sure.
You literally can.
You can, but if it depends. It depends what that car's valued at. Like there's not a lot of people that are going to come. You're knocking on your door, and giving you $70,000 in cash.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to be in that what's affordable.
Yeah, exactly.
Price range too.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
100%.
unless it's a guy buying it for a business, he'll cut you a cashier's check, you take it to the bank, and so on and so forth. But you have to be in a reasonable dollar amount. You know,
exactly.
These guys selling off their 450s, because they had them for a year and they have a tag on them of 110K.
It doesn't matter. You sat for a year, dude.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they're 110K. No one's going to come banging on your door saying, "Here's 110,000." You willing to go
Here's
down
$100,000 cash.
Yeah, you willing to go down to 109? It's just not going to happen. The only way to do that is Carvana, CarMax, or a dealer trade.
So that's what I was thinking. I was going to fix it up a little bit.
I mean, unless y'all got 100 bands
laying around, right?
Yeah.
But that's the plan. So I don't know what. I'm gonna fix it up. I'm gonna make it look decent. It's a good truck still. It's just now I'm getting to the point where it's not gonna be maintenance anymore. Now it's gonna be more of replacement.
Sure.
Not maintenance in terms of like, we're 200K, and shit's gonna start breaking. Stuff's gonna start wearing out. They can wear out. They can last a long time.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Right?
I've seen engines with 500,000 miles.
Yeah, 100%. But the transmissions definitely don't have 5,000 miles or 500,000 miles. The rear diff or the front diff probably doesn't either. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff wears out, especially if you tow.
Have you ever, Cummins has a phenomenal engine.
100%.
Chevys, the Duramaxes have an Allison Trans.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened? Or would that be like
the Cummins with Allison Trans?
Would that just be
I don't know.
just be mind blowing?
They tried to play that off on the last series of the Ram 2500. There was an Ace, not Allison, but an Ace transmission, which is a good transmission, but it's not an Allison transmission.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean,
I don't know. That's kind of if you would think about, but then again, Cummins makes the best motors for Dodge.
Yeah,
they always have, right?
Well, Cummins makes motors for almost everything.
Yes, but they make the best straight six you can get for a Dodge Ram 2500, which has been with that motor for ever. Yeah, right, from the 12 valve all the way to 24 valve. So,
but they're military vehicles. You don't see Power Strokes.
No, you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
The big generators, the government vehicles, like I said, it's
Cummins.
all on Cummins. It's all Cummins stuff. Mm-hmm. So Cummins makes good engines, but they, if Ram improved on the transmission side, which they did, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to get a 25 now, 2500.
10-speed.
It's got an 8-speed, which is already an improvement over the 6-speed I got right now.
I got a 6-speed, but the Power Strokes came out with 10 speeds.
Yeah, so they got the new ones are 8 speeds, and my buddy has one. He just bought one recently, and he's like, it's the best fucking car to tow a trailer with ever.
Yeah, man.
He's like, it's super efficient. Even if it's not deleted, it's already running at like 20 to 22 miles per gallon.
Sure,
just like that. If you did what you got to do, then you could probably get that up another 2 to 4 miles per gallon. But the transmission is really strong, and it's an 8-speed. So that's good. You have the car has more options to work with under load.
Sure.
So
I mean,
that's kind of the reason why I was just looking into it, because I was like, I can drive the car I got right now for a while still, and I don't know I won't have to put too much into it in the near future, but I also would like to have the safety net that if I have to drive somewhere far, like which I do sometimes. If I drive down like Texas or something like that to pull a trailer or something like that,
you want to have it dependable. And
yeah,
it's
I don't want to get stuck somewhere because something's gonna break. Yeah. I can't afford to lose too much time.
Do you daily that thing? That's your daily.
It's basically like daily, dude. Until I fix something else, then
it's an expensive daily, bro.
I know, right? Stupid me.
It is.
Especially with the freaking cost. Well, diesel's not that bad.
No, dude, it's crazy right now. I went down to Indianapolis yesterday. It was $4.50 a gallon off the highway.
It's $3.59 right here. Indiana's wacko when it comes off the highway.
It was weird, man. I mean, the closer I got to Indianapolis, so it started off $3.50, $3.60 around here, and then I saw $3.70 going down, and then like the last 4 or 5 exits before Indianapolis, like once I passed up Lafayette, it was $4.34, $4.40.
Yeah, well, that's dude. Every time I drive to Indiana, I think of Illinois, which is kind of shocking if you think about it. But once you get off the highway, maybe
off the highway,
5 miles off the highway.
Yeah, it's always
like $1 difference, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you got Pilots and the Love Travel Centers. I mean, they're all top dollar on diesel. But yeah, it's more expensive than regular fuel right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
I mean,
But I mean, if you want to pull something, you want to drive with something heavier, then that's the way to go, right?
I don't do that. Like I said, I built myself a little Ford Maverick, man. And
why do you have the big ass truck for?
The only thing because you just never know when you're gonna need it. You know, I mean, I don't go out and tow very often.
Yeah, Mike does.
So Mike. Yeah. I have a truck so I can have friends, guys. you know, if you don't have any friends, buy a truck or buy a boat, dude. You have a lot of friends, dude. You know, someone always wants to go on your boat, and someone always needs a truck, dude.
100%. So So I'm gonna be. We'll see in the near future. I'm gonna probably want to upgrade into something new. But
so that's a no on the Ford Maverick then.
Yeah, my friend was trying to sell me the F450, like a dually and everything. And I'm like, dude, well, it's cool. I looked at the interior. I'm like, the interior doesn't really.
It's like white. Those limited. Some of
them. It was a 2000. It was a 2000. I think it's a 24.
Bro, but those massaging chairs.
Yeah, but that has to be the limited, right? Does Ford have massaging chairs?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think Ram has massaging chairs.
No. Yeah, the limited. I think it's after.
I don't need massaging chairs, but I just after keeping my butt cool, doing will be all right.
After the platinum is platinum and above, which it's platinum limited. After that, it's massaging. Yeah. Massaging seats.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
I mean,
But that Maverick, though, I'm telling you, man, 40, 45 miles a gallon. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, but if I didn't have to tow a trailer, if I didn't have to tow a trailer, dude,
like I said,
dude, miles per gallon don't really mean much to me, dude. I'm gonna get there one way or another if I'm gonna spend more money on gas or not.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I can say that realistically because at the end of the day, it's like I got to use the truck for different purposes, right?
100% agree.
If I was just never using a trailer and never pulling a trailer and never pulling a heavy load or something like that, I wouldn't get a big diesel. I'd get something smaller. Something more nimble.
I mean, dude, you put in some miles as well on your truck. I put in 41 last year.
I mean, I put in 160,000 miles over 5 years, technically. 6 years.
You're up there too.
35
a year.
Less than you, but up there. So it's, and I haven't really had anything to do with the truck. The truck has been good. It's been actually phenomenal for driving it for as long as I have. So
did you buy it lightweight already, or did you do it yourself?
What?
The emission stuff.
No, I had it done. So I got it done after the warranty expired.
No.
When the warranty expired, I'm like, yep.
See you.
See ya. We're getting this thing because I was already having problems. I went to the dealer one time, $1,200, just to pull in, just to get the sensor checked out and replace the sensor. So I'm like, as soon as the warranty is over, we are. And guess what? Under warranty, that stuff isn't covered. Like the DEF stuff. I need the DEF. Like,
really?
No, they're not covered.
How?
Because it's part of the exhaust system, and the exhaust system is not covered. Yep, that's how to get your ass.
So here you buy an extended warranty, thinking everything's covered bumper to bumper,
and it's not.
And it's not. I mean, I bought an extended warranty on my truck, and.
But is it a Ford? Is it like a Ford extended warranty?
Yeah.
Okay, because the one I think I had was not a Dodge extended warranty.
Yeah, I buy it through. I don't buy it. I don't buy it from the dealer. And those of you guys that work at Ford, don't hate. But there's two companies out there: Flood Ford and Granger Ford, and that's where these guys buy warranties from. So they wanted to charge me, I don't know, $3,000, $3,500 for a 5-year, 75,000 mile warranty, where Flood or Granger was selling it for $1,800.
Yeah, probably half price.
The exact same warranty.
Yeah. Well, if you do your own shop, if you're smart enough and you do your own shopping, then you know.
Other manufacturers like that as well. But the last two trucks that I purchased were Ford, so I pretty much sat down with the sales guy and be like, "Listen, man, I know how this works. Not my first rodeo. I buy trucks pretty often. You can tell me $3,000 all you want." Dude.
I got caught. I got burned. Now I consider being burned twice on 2 cars that I bought for the warranties because they give you the extra additional warranty and stuff like that. I had an extended warranty for the truck I have, which worked. But it was really a pain in the ass to deal with.
Well,
it wasn't a Ford. It wasn't a Dodge warranty. It was one of those aftermarket warranties.
There's a deductible on it. And
and it was a pain in the ass to deal with. And I was like, dude, next time I'm just not buying no damn warranties from these guys. I'm just gonna stick to the factory warranty, which Ram has. What I think 5-year, 100,000 mile warranty.
Really?
I think so.
On the truck, on everything.
On these trucks, the big trucks, 3 years.
Pull it up. I doubt it. I don't want to call you out, man, but like these trucks
I'm pretty sure. Hold on. So if we press this button, so let's see.
And while you're looking that up, I'm going to tell you about my last experience here.
Which experience?
Of buying a truck.
Which experience did you
They gave me a line item on the invoice for nitrogen in my tires. And I said I didn't ask for, like, the bill didn't call for nitrogen.
Interesting.
So they're like, well, this is how we sell our cars. And I'm like, well, take the nitrogen out and put in free air because I don't want to pay $250 for nitrogen tires. They couldn't even explain it to me what it was. They just said it was like, you know, like you have a dock fee, you know, so on and so forth. Nitrogen. That's how they get you.
Ram. What is the current Ram warranty? Vehicle. Ram's a truck. Here we go. If Ram a warranty meant the automotive marquee Ram truck bans by Stellantis, then the current warranty is structured as follows:
powertrain,
basic bumper to bumper, 3 years, 36,000 miles, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
Powertrain gas, 5 years, 60,000 miles. Powertrain diesel, 5 years, 100,000 miles.
So what for those people that aren't in the cars? What is powertrain?
Powertrain basically is your engine, transmission, and probably, if I would guess, probably your drivetrain, like axles. I don't want to say for sure.
Definitely not your def and your exhaust.
Definitely not your def and exhaust. I can guarantee you that. New for 2026 models, a much longer powertrain limited warranty at 10 years or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first, is now offered for most 2026 Rams, gas and diesel, covering components like engine, transmission, transfer case, drive shafts, axles, and differentials. There we go. That answers the question.
Look at you, man. It's like you read it, dude.
This extended coverage is only for the original owner, non-fleet purchases, and excludes battery electric models. So 2026, the difference between the 2026 and one above is what for diesel? 5 years or 100,000. If you're driving the diesel, you're doing 100,000 in 5 years.
Oh yeah, easy.
There's no.
You're usually not getting it to hang out. It's not a Sunday car for you.
Was this powertrain limited? What is this? Let's see, powertrain limited. So it's probably the same thing. Powertrain limited. Why is the computer's being laggy? So let's turn this off. Let's go back to the original screen. There we go. All right. So it looks like the only difference is the years, the amount of years. But at the end of the day, like I'm saying, if you got a diesel, you're going to drive it, you're going to do 100,000 miles in probably 100 in 5 years.
For sure.
You'll probably get it done. The 10 years doesn't really make a difference unless you're a casual driver with a diesel, which also makes sense. Because if you're a ranch hand and you use only your truck to pull a trailer once every couple of weeks, then you're not really putting miles on there. So that makes sense. But so I'm 2025, 5 year, 100,000 mile warranty. I'm good with that.
All right. So when are we buying a truck?
I don't know. I'm thinking about the next 3 to 4 weeks, maybe a month or so.
Follow up to that is, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a lightly used 200,000 miles,
I want to say lightly used, like
has barely seen
lightly abused,
has barely seen a trailer.
Never seen a trailer. Trailers, no such thing exists in this truck's life ever, except for that hitch that I have in the back that looks like it got beat to shit.
Or you may have to change that one out.
Yeah, well, you're just gonna have to get rid of it. Yeah, the pin that holds it into the hitch.
Oh.
It's so on there that I can't get it off. I have to cut the damn thing off.
I just towed this weekend, and I was introduced to a drop hitch.
Yeah,
never had a drop hitch before.
Drop hitches are awesome.
Yeah, man.
Dude, just boom, boom. You pull the pin, you set it how high you want it, boom, put it back in.
Yeah,
it's good to go.
It's amazing. Thank you, Mike, our friend Mike. Thank you, Mike.
He bought you one or what?
Yeah, well, he just brought my truck home one day with it on, and I'm like, oh, is this mine? He's like, yeah, just keep it in the truck. I'm like, sweet.
Nice. Those are nice, yeah. So that's my truck story. We'll see how that plays out.
Man, so much for not having a lot to talk about, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's always never a subject until you get on a subject and you start talking about some shit, dude. But it's like, like the Montana plates. I mean, those.
We still have to finish on that. But before we finish on that, have you seen these before? This is what I was talking about.
No, what the hell?
They're called Kapsa, and you can wear them with Góralskie now.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Never seen them before.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
They wear them.
They look like rocker shoes.
They wear them in the winters now when it's cold outside.
Really?
It's like the men's version of what the girls have, right?
Yeah, 100%. But that's nice. It looks nice.
Thank you.
I haven't never seen them before.
Yeah.
Never ever. Something new that you learned, dude.
I'll bring them by muzzleship shot at you.
You got some?
Yeah, dude. I got 2 pair at home.
Dude, you gotta bring them. I know why you have them. You have them for the freaking.
No. I bought them for when I went to Poland for a funeral in January.
Really?
Yeah, my grandpa passed and we went to a funeral and I had same thing. It happened all suddenly. I had new Kyrpca. I don't wear Góralskie. I don't have Góralskie. I don't wear Góralskie very often.
Yeah.
When I did, you used to borrow my uncle's. My uncle was obviously going to Poland too for the funeral, and it's like, well, what am I going to do with Kyrpca?
Yeah.
Right. So it's like I took a new pair with me, stretched the hell out of them, but then I found out that, hey, why don't you just go to the Gamma? We have we're from Baiska, and we have this. We got a store, Gama, right? And upstairs is a rental place and a store, a Góralski store, right? So I went there and found a pair, and that's that.
Nice. That's cool. That's good.
Yeah. Back to Montana. So it's for. So obviously there's tax incentives.
I love how long of a break we took between Montana plates and
I want to cover the subjects that we touched on, and
again,
I want to go back
Montana
to
plates are good for guys with exotics, high-end exotics.
Correct, because of the tax breaks, obviously, but you said also emissions. But like this, a car like a Lamborghini or Ferrari, are they required?
Yeah, they still got to do emissions.
But don't you just hook up to an ECU now?
Yeah, well, that's emissions, right?
Okay.
But if you have a different ECU, then that's not programmed for the car. Well, it's programmed for the car, but it's not programmed.
If it's tuned?
If it's tuned, yeah.
Gotcha.
If it's tuned, well, that's a different story. You can't just go drive over to. If you're tuned on a stock ECU, you can get away with the emission test most of the time because you can just detune it back to the original settings and then just drive the car to emissions and then reflash your ECU and you're good to go. Gotcha. But if you have an ECU that's been replaced in terms of, let's say you have a Nissan ECU and then you replace it with an aftermarket ECU that is not a Nissan ECU, it no longer matches the car and it doesn't also require the same information that a stock ECU for Nissan. Gotcha. It requires emission numbers to be present to work, right? So that's the reason why my GTR is under Montana. It's not for the sales tax. It's for the fact that while I'm in, emissions are an issue for me because I have an aftermarket ECU.
So do you have to have an address in Montana?
Right now, it's pretty easy. It's pretty lax with Montana because you can just have a P.O. box. That's Gotcha. How it works. There's a company out there right now that I'm sure anybody can look up that basically offers you a P.O. box service, and then they open a LLC in your name, a corporation name in your name, and then you register the cars under the corporation. So it's pretty easy, but from what I've been hearing, certain states have been cracking down on it, maybe due to tax loss purposes.
Of course.
Which is kind of normal for the government.
Yeah, man. You get a $400,000, $500,000, $700,000 car and you don't have to pay any tax on it?
I mean, sales tax, yeah, that's a lot of money in a lot of states.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're in California, you're over here trying to register your car. Bro, those are the people that have most of the plates. People from the West Coast have Montana plates, so most of them do because of that fact, the sales tax that you got to pay on a car. I mean, Illinois ain't no better, so that's what that is.
So
but
when you have to remind me again, when do you have to get emissions after a new car?
After you get a new car, it's 4 years. Then it's 2 years afterwards.
And then it's every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
But if you sell a car to someone, they have a whole year. Like if you sell a 10-year-old car to someone, it's due for emissions. Don't they have a whole year or something like that?
Well, as long as you're up to emissions, I think they have a year. As long as you're up to date with your emissions.
Correct.
Because if you have emissions due, you can't sell a car.
Gotcha.
They won't give you a title. They'll hold the title.
Hope this is informative for everyone.
But, in terms of, yeah.
I mean, I'm learning.
But in terms of like Montana, also the other awesome thing about Montana is that it's a permanent plate. Means you never buy a sticker.
Ah.
Yeah, you have one sticker that's there permanently. So,
guess how much an EV sticker is?
Probably a shit ton.
Over $400.
Illinois? It's going to go higher. You know that?
I'm sure it is.
It's going to go higher because the fact that they're pissed off that they can't collect gas tax on them.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so the Illinois can't collect gas tax on an electric, on an EV. So what they do is they hit you with a higher sticker price.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, and their excuse for that is, the roads are getting abused and they're heavier cars and we have to build better infrastructure for heavy cars because Teslas are heavy, dude. One of the big problems that we became aware of when Tesla started getting produced in mass, is that parking garages, they're not built to handle
that kind of weight.
I
mean,
if you replace every car, like a regular car, with a Tesla, you're doubling the weight.
And you're pretty much talking like Super Duty weight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
3/4 ton weight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a stock, I don't even know how much it weighs, but I'm going to check because I'm curious.
We're under 8,000 pounds on the trucks, right?
Are you? I don't know if I am.
Well, you have a mega cab.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit over.
I think I'm just under 8. So you don't have a B plate. You have a C?
I have a D plate.
D, because you got a trailer and stuff too.
What is the GVR of a Tesla?
Tesla, well, it's going to be different
GVWR, sorry.
Okay, so Model 3.
Model 3 is 4,800 pounds to 5,000 pounds. So let's say Model X, 6,800 to 7,100. That's huge. That's a shit ton for an SUV.
The most you see on the road are the Model 3s, which is the 4-door car, and the Model Ys, which is the smaller SUV.
Yes.
Right. So you're at 5,300 to 5,500 pounds.
Hold on. Let me swap the screens.
And can you type in what an average car weighs?
There it is.
Car or SUV?
What does an average car SUV weigh?
So you're at 4,800 to 5,500.
Average small mid-sized car, average compact SUV, 3.5 to 4,200 pounds. So let's just say, what would be comparable to the model? Was it Model Y?
Model Y is the small SUV, so it would be an SUV crossover or a mid-size SUV.
So 42 to 500 pounds. And up here, Model Y is 5,300 to 5,500. So you're already automatically looking at...
And the cars are a huge difference too, man.
Yeah.
You're at 48 to 5,100 on a
regular
3
car. This is 2,835 pounds.
For mid-size.
Yeah, you're off by over 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot. So imagine replacing all those cars
for sure
with regular cars, and boom, you got extra weight that you never really considered, and that wasn't the problem back in the day until today when there's so many Teslas on the road. So that's gonna be a future infrastructure problem for sure, because the weight of these cars, a lot of things are gonna be wearing out faster. Roads are gonna wear out faster, because if you look at it, semis wear out roads much faster. Especially asphalt.
Drive down 79th in Harlem.
Holy shit,
every
dude.
couple of years.
Jesus, dude, the fact that they haven't fixed that road yet is crazy.
Dude, they're potholes. You can step in a pothole and it comes up to your knee.
Dude, it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I've seen they're working on Harlem, but the fact that Burbank hasn't replaced 79 front, which is the main artery through Burbank, is wild.
I mean, all those trucks come in. I mean, they have two ways of getting in there, right? You either coming in from 71st by the stadium, or you're coming in from
79th and Sayre.
And chances are you're coming in from 79th.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I mean, it's a really heavy weight over there.
Yeah.
In terms of, because there's a lot of terminals there, truck terminals.
Oh yeah.
And there's
UPS is,
the entire the hub for BNSF, I think, is over there.
Is it?
Yeah, the trains,
the railroads.
Yeah. So that's trucks, containers. Yeah, that road is fucking terrible for us. People out in Burbank, dude. Like, shout out to Burbank, where I used to live for a long ass time.
Same.
That road sucks. The fact that they haven't fixed it yet is beyond, I don't know, question why they wouldn't have fixed it already. Otherwise, Burbank is still a pretty nice place, but it's just 79th Street is such a shithole. It's just, it's just bad. I mean, I'm swearing a lot for this stupid road, but it's just how I feel about it.
Must really piss you off, huh?
If I go to Jalisco's, I haven't been to Jalisco's in forever.
Oh, man. I just went the other day.
Yeah, did you?
I did, man.
I can't believe you didn't bring me anything.
I went to, I was picking something up from that area. That's the only reason I went there. I went to a supply warehouse, Narragansett and something. But nonetheless, I stopped by there and I walk in, and the same lady that was
been there forever,
dude. Like, I think we said 25 years. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I recognized her. She recognized me, and yeah.
Those are the good old days, man. When we used to live in Burbank, go to Jalisco's all the time at night. Dude, I was there so many times.
3, 4 o'clock in the morning,
dude.
coming home from downtown.
Yeah, 100%. That was a blast. The good old days, man, when we were young and
spring chickens,
frisky.
I'm still frisky right now.
Who said I ain't? But
I do have one more thing to mention about the EVs. So you got the sticker, right? Super expensive.
Yeah.
Average sticker right now for a car SUV is $150, $151.
$151, yeah.
So you're at over 400. And then what you think you're saving on gas, you're probably going to dish out on insurance. If you get something like the Tesla insurance, for example, you have a safety score on there. I don't know if you know about this, but it judges the way you drive.
That's like the State Farm plug-in app thing.
But it's only for like 3 months, isn't it? Or Progressive?
No, you can. They usually, if they plug it in, they plug it in for while you're driving it, and while it's plugged in, you're supposed to get a discount, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're a shitty driver.
Unless you brake too hard, you follow too close, you drive after 11 o'clock.
Dude, I put that in for Michelle's car one time, and every time you made a mistake, it would beep.
Yeah. Yeah, you end up paying more for insurance.
She was like, "Get this freaking thing out of my car right now," because every time I press the brake too hard, it goes beep, 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 beep. Yeah. I'm like, that would be annoying for sure.
So really quick, Paul, why don't you chat GPT really quick? What an average Tesla insurance is for a Model Y per year?
Let's see, where is
and you're gonna come up with anywhere between $2,200 to $2,800 a year.
You know what I hate doing? Every time I have, and this is, I don't know, this is a problem I've had forever. I don't like to have multiple tabs open.
Oh.
And I exit everything out right off the bat.
Dude,
I am the worst,
You
bro.
would hate to sit in front of my laptop.
Michelle does that all the time too, but I'm like, dude, bro, I just 2 tabs, 3, dude. If I'm at 6 tabs on 2 screens, this is overload, bro. It's overload. Average.
I should save everything to my desktop, and then when I need something, I search. I search.
Dude, no way, no way. I got to be way more organized than that, dude. That drives me. If I get on the screen and I see like a whole, desktop that has like, I start twitching, bro. I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
We will never share my screen.
Average Tesla insurance. Let's see. Lie to me. I like how we have our camera right in front and now I can't see smack. You can see, I can't see smack. Money Geek updated August 25th, 2025. Minimum coverage, $663 per year.
Minimum. That's one way.
Yeah, that is one way. Full coverage, $2,571. What the hell?
So for all you guys trying to buy Teslas, get that $7,500 tax credit that's due, I think, or it's up at the end of the month. You will end up, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I heard. I mean, it could be fake news, but that's what I read.
Dude, what Model S?
You could be spending $400 a year on a sticker and anywhere between $2,000 and $2,500 on insurance a year.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Model X minimum is $856 per year. Full coverage $3,000, almost $2,902.
Yep. Go ahead, put in a Cybertruck, bro. I'll bet you it's
that's crazy.
I'll bet you
how much is a Cybertruck on there? Let's see.
I'll bet you it's close to 3 bands.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Average. I mean, it's the most expensive Tesla.
Tesla, right? Cyber, yeah, and they're getting hit a lot. Average Tesla Cybertruck insurance, $5,000. The annual full coverage premium for Tesla Cybertruck averages, holy crap, $3,400 per year according to Insurify. That translates to $280 per month. It's roughly 45% of the national average. Holy smokes!
It's wild, right?
Why? 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 I'm gonna ask why. Good question. Why is something so expensive? EV repair costs, specialized parts and labor, high vehicle value, limited insurance data. That makes sense.
So for all that money we're saving on gas, or you're saving on gas, you're probably
not saving. If you think about it,
no, you don't save anything.
You're probably not saving nothing.
By the time you pay all this stuff, dude, there's no way.
That almost seems like it probably evens out, or you might be
paying more.
It might be, you might be paying more.
Yeah.
And then that's not even considering electricity costs to charge the car.
Mm-hmm.
Especially nowadays with fucking ComEd raising everybody's rates by like 40%.
Well, there's certain times you should charge.
Yeah, so off peak, on peak. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know all about it. Believe me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Of course you do.
I know all about it. So my other business relates to electricity, dude.
So there's 3 different time frames. There's 3 different time frames in a day, right?
Yep.
There's peak, super peak, non-peak. And non-peak is from 10 p.m. until I believe 5 o'clock in the morning.
Hold on. Where is this? Here we go. Where's the screen? There it is. All right. So let's see. What is the what is it? What are
just put ComEd peak times or ComEd peak times and
peak time. What are the ComEd peak rates and times?
There you go.
There you go.
Off peak 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Off peak 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay, which is the cheapest that the car costs.
Then you got peak 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. when people come home and so on and so forth. Obviously, peak hours is when businesses are running, coolers are running, electricity is on, and so on and so forth. And then super peak is the peak of it all, and that's from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.
And that's 6.17. And mind you, so everybody understands, this is just the cost per kilowatt. This does not include delivery charges.
Correct.
And taxes on top of that. And whatever else dumbass fees they think of. So at the end of the day, your actual cost here on Super Peak, if you're paying the full price, is probably closer to like 16 cents per kilowatt.
Yeah.
with delivery and taxes, which is crazy.
Yep.
By shifting energy use, like running the dishwasher, charging your EV outside of these periods, you can potentially save money under this plan. But a lot of people don't know this.
Nope.
Unless they have an electric car, they probably know this a lot more than regular people.
Yeah, well, you could set that stuff up too on the app.
Yeah,
you can plug it in and it won't start feeding it until like 10 p.m. or whatever you set it.
I mean,
to,
if you have an Apple, it actually has the same thing. It gives you like a which I don't like. I don't like this kind of these kind of features.
Yeah, it has
but off peak, charging or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I'm plugging the damn phone in. And when I plug the phone in, I want it to be charging at full power.
For sure.
Not this, we will charge your phone at full off peak. I'm like, dude, I don't care. I turn that shit off once, twice. It keeps coming back on. Somehow.
No, mine doesn't come back on.
I think every time I update it, it comes back on. Yeah.
I should check that.
Yeah, you should check that because that's what it did to me. I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure I turned the shit off. Like, just charge the damn phone.
Yeah.
I switched to Apple this year. Not a fan.
Really?
Unfortunately, I'm not well, I am a fan of the fact that it's easier to communicate with other people who have iPhones. Like a lot of people, business people I talk to have iPhones, so it's easier to FaceTime. My wife has iPhone, so I can FaceTime with her and the kids and everything. It's easy to use, but I feel like it's just not. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem very secure to me.
I know you guys had this Apple thing before on one of the
Well, we had talked about the Apple when we said that if Apple charged $2,500 a phone, would you buy it? And we got blown up for it.
What did the people say?
Hell no. You could buy it because you could afford it, they told us, dude. If it was...
So I'm all tied into Apple. I mean, I have a Mac. I have a cloud. I have an iCloud. My phone's on my iCloud. If I need to find a document and I don't have my laptop with me, I punch it in my iCloud and it comes up. If I need to search for something...
Yeah, but you're a businessman.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what it's there for, right?
That's what it's for, right?
AirPods and so on and so forth.
Yeah, exactly.
AirTags. I mean, obviously, there's everybody... Samsung...
AirTags are cool. I use that.
Yeah, same thing with me, right? So, you go somewhere... I mean, I went to Poland for a funeral, and our suitcase was in Amsterdam when we got to Krakow. And,
not surprising.
And I already knew that prior to. I mean, I looked at my app. I'm like, hey, where's my stuff at? And I'm like, oh, maybe it did an update. No, it definitely updated. It's in Amsterdam.
It's in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Next day, it got delivered next day, right?
No, it got delivered the same night. We just ended up staying at the airport. There was another flight coming in, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So I have a horror story traveling to Poland once. 48 hours it took us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
No shit.
That was when it was super cold. That one time in 2024, it was like It was like 15 below zero with the wind chills like 30
here
below
or there?
No, here.
Yeah.
The gates froze at O'Hare, all that
they
stuff.
can leave.
The bridges,
yeah,
dude, it was wild. So I had to fly in that day.
That's crazy.
But anyway, so that's why I've been an iPhone user since the original.
I've been an iPhone user since this year. Before that, it was all Android. I like Android. I always liked Android. Not sure. Like I said, there's pluses and minuses to both.
Sure.
Apple seems to have too many of these.
You guys take better pictures, and that's about it.
Apple seems to, see, if you know how to figure out the camera, that's the problem. For some reason, this camera works better because it's just by itself. I think. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm saying the Android people take better pictures.
That's what I'm saying. If you know how to use the camera, you can take better pictures with the Android phone.
So,
for sure.
Guys, if you're listening to this in the comments, iPhone, Android, or if you're still on the BlackBerry, please let us know.
Damn, BlackBerry, that shit got bought a long time ago. I don't think anybody got left.
I think the Razors are coming back now.
I've seen something like this.
Like
the flip ones?
Dude, remember how cool you used to be?
Yeah, dude,
to
bro,
flip that
man,
thing?
when you had a Razor.
It's crazy.
When the Razors came out, it was like the coolest phone ever.
Dude, it's wild that this, we're about the same age, right? So when we were 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, dude, the smaller the phone, the more, the cooler you were. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
Nokia small,
yeah, dude.
The small little Nokias that came out that fit in your front pocket.
Remember the sliders up and down?
Well, that was already that was a sidekick, right?
Yeah, the sidekick. Yeah,
that was already starting to get bigger. So the smaller phone or the slimmer the profile, that
Razor?
That was cool, man. Right?
The Razor, bro.
And now it's like the bigger the phone, the better it is because you need to pretty much have a laptop on you.
Remember back in the day, if you wanted to text, you had to use T9, which took forever because you had to do every letter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the good old days. You didn't write messages. You didn't write paragraphs because you'd be typing forever, dude.
And you were limited to 250 characters.
Yeah, per message.
Or you get charged for 2 texts. Yeah, back then I didn't use the ... that I use now. You know? I get charged for that shit.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if technology improved, that's awesome. But I was always an Android user. I mean, like I said, I don't like these features. I don't like this. I'll charge when the energy's cheap. While it's cool and I understand what they're doing, I just want to plug in my phone. Man.
Doesn't matter what kind of phone you get; they're always listening.
100%. They're never turned off. They're never turned off. Do you know why Do you know why phones have irreplaceable batteries? Because they're always listening.
They are.
I swear to God, even when they're turned off, they can hear you.
So they data dump overnight, and someone knows exactly what you did the entire day, who you talked to, who you responded to, and this is
AI.
Yeah.
That's what AI is going to be doing. It's pillaging that information.
So there is a phone out there, Android based, that
I know which one it is.
that does have a kill switch. I forgot what it's called, but I listened to Sean Ryan, and he was
who makes it? He was on Joe Rogan already.
I'll tell you.
I like listening to him when he talks. He's a former, I think, SEAL.
Yes,
I think he's a former SEAL. What's his name? Unplugged is the phone.
Yes.
Is it Unplugged?
Yep. That's it.
I thought Unplugged was the Tesla company that does like modifications.
Hold on.
Unplugged, I think, is what it is.
Phone with
Maybe it's Deplugged.
battery kill switch.
But
Unplugged.
is it Unplugged?
Yeah, privacy first. UP phone, smartphone that proves it.
So it's an Android phone that basically removes all the data collection.
Correct. Yeah. You can still use all the same apps that you can normally use, but it doesn't share that data with anyone.
Yeah.
And it has a real kill switch.
Yeah.
So it really disconnects. It slides something through the battery where it literally disconnects when you turn it off.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
that's, because
So
otherwise
your location's always on.
Well,
Even if it's disabled, it's always on. They always know where you are. You always bounce off the cell tower.
100%. That's why I'm saying, like, nowadays, even if you don't think you're being tracked and listened to, you're literally being tracked and listened to the entire. Even if you turn off the phone, you're still being tracked and listened to. Dude.
100%.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Still gotta get those shirts. Do we make them?
We're working on it.
All right.
I don't know where the other shirts are, dude. They went MIA. Somebody stole one, I think.
Wasn't me unless it was a slim fit, 2XL slim fit. The only size I wear.
But and so I don't like I said, I'm not a big fan of the features on like I said. The other thing that pisses me off the most is I like to listen to my music loud. My phone is always turned up too loud, right?
Okay.
And then it tells me you're listening to your music too loud. You should turn it down. And I said I should, but I don't want to, and so I won't. And then it'll do it automatically for me down the road. I'm like, dude, why is my music so quiet? And I'm like, it's been turned down. I don't like that.
There's got to be a setting.
Dude,
wait, you
fuck
listen
off
to
of my music, man.
You listen to your music on your phone and not on your car?
No, so even if it's connected to Bluetooth and it's blasting if it's a full volume, it thinks that everything else is at full volume, so it tells you to take it down.
I've never had that happen to me.
I like to listen to things loud. After this podcast, I'm gonna set up the camera. I'm gonna start working on S1000 and music blasted.
No kidding. All right.
We'll see.
What kind of music you listen to loud?
I listen to all kinds of music, man. My EDM is dance music, dude. That's my kind of music. Country music. I like country music.
So I had some. I had a team out in Ohio State University for their first football game. It was this past weekend. OSU versus Texas.
They wrecked LSU, didn't they?
No, OSU won.
That was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
I don't know what game I was watching.
What I'm trying to get at is the chain smokers showed up to a frat house and
really
and turned up, dude.
No shit.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I like their music.
Yeah, man.
I've been listening to their music since the beginning.
Big fan of chain smokers. Big fan of Two Friends.
Yeah, Two Friends is good. The mixes they got, dude.
Mixes,
that's why I like Sirius XM radio.
Yeah,
I know you got to pay for it, but it's worth it, dude. Because I like to listen to.
There's a cheat code on there too.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure there is.
There's a cheat code. I mean, you you just cancel after a year, right? And they'll start nagging you. They'll send you stuff to the house.
Yeah, for
introductory rate, you know, so on and so forth.
But you can do that with a lot of things.
Yeah, of course.
You do that a lot of things. Anytime I got to do like Comcast and I'm like, yo, you raise my rate, I call and I say, disconnect. And right away they're like, oh, how can we help you and keep you on board? I'm like, give me a better rate. Okay.
I always just ask for the introductory rate.
And they give it to you?
Well, sometimes it takes a little convincing, but
yeah, 100%. You just got to know how to talk to these people.
Yeah, you got to know how to talk to them.
And they know what you're calling about.
And you got to know where you're going right away. You know, it's like, hey, you know, AT&T's offering me this or so on. 100%. So forth. You know, you got to do the legwork, right?
100%.
So I mean,
most of the time I lie, but I come up with numbers of my own. Yeah. Yeah, AT&T's a little $50. They're like, there's no way we can do that. I'm like, I know you can't.
So
because it's not a real price.
You know that Comcast charges different rates for different areas.
Not surprising.
Yeah. So your rate in Homer Glen might be different than Lockport, and
your rate in Homer Glen is probably higher because nobody else has service here. AT&T doesn't have fiber out here, or it doesn't have anything data related.
Oh, really?
It's only Comcast.
No kidding.
I'm sure that's called price gouging for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you get let's say you get package A or B or whatever from Comcast, and you get it here, someone in Burbank is not getting it for that price. They're getting it for cheaper.
I mean, that's the thing is that but that's how it is with a lot of things.
But I don't understand why though, man. I mean,
right off the bat, what changes is taxes.
Sure, but I'm talking about the base price.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the base price. I'm not talking about the taxes or feeding costs or whatever the case is. I'm talking about, if you order, I'm just going to go back to cars and trucks. If you order this truck from this Ford dealership and the same truck at another Ford dealership, nothing should change.
Technically, no.
Essentially. You're still going to get taxed where you live and so on and so forth. The dock fees may be a little bit different, but I think those are set by Ford too. So why is it $79.99 a month here and it's $64.99 back in Burbank or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean,
it's crazy how that works.
I'm pretty sure that, like I said, that's based on demand, I would say, and also options available. If you're the only provider in that area,
monopoly.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at earlier. Is that you're a monopoly at that point in that area, and you can charge whatever you want, and people are going to pay because they need the service.
Yep.
Like my only other option here now would be if I didn't want Comcast, I would have to get Starlink, which I'm kind of open to. I actually want to try it out and see how it works.
I heard it's pretty neat.
I mean, that's pretty badass. What they what they were able to make realistic within such a short time frame, where you have basically internet anywhere around the world.
Yeah.
Now T-Mobile offers Starlink linked internet service and cellular service, so you can be anywhere in the world and have connection.
I mean, it's crazy. Didn't we have a natural disaster, or where we have the fires, or we had tornado?
Where? We had all kinds of shit.
Yeah, we had all kinds of stuff in the last year, but Elon turned on Starlink to help out everybody that didn't have anything.
Ukraine and war is one of those things.
That too. Yeah.
Ukraine war is one of those things. I mean, the other thing is I think he did. I don't remember what it was for. Was it for Canada? Somewhere
I know is Uncle Elon flipped the switch, man. Everybody had internet.
100%. That's which is crazy.
That was crazy, yeah.
If you think about it, and if you go back in history, he runs a company called Tesla, right? Which he bought, right? He bought Tesla as a company, and then he expanded into what it was.
Yeah.
Some people have said that he's not actually smart. That he just, which it's kind of annoying. But people who downplay Elon, like, oh well, he bought PayPal. And he bought Tesla, and he bought this, and he bought this company, It's easy to buy a company and then blow up the company and make it worth nothing, because that's much easier to do than buying a company and then blowing it up into something positive, a big plus, right?
I'll bet you he has more X users than he ever had.
I bet you he does.
Twitter ever had.
100%. The other thing is, like I said, Tesla production cars, right? Sure, the engineers that originally built the first Tesla, but based on what kind of technology at the time. Now think about it now today's dude. This guy's flying freaking ships to freaking outer space and landing them back on the ground.
NASA is not doing it.
No, they're not. They're not. Which is kind of you got to be a little bit of you got to be a genius, and you also have to hire the right people. That's the other thing. But you got to know your shit in order to make it happen.
Oh.
Like you have to have an idea of what or an understanding, not even an idea. You have to have an understanding of what you're trying to accomplish. Feed that to the people that work with you or below you or however, but still have the knowledge to make it happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't just happen by itself.
Nope.
So big shout out to Elon for that, because
Uncle Elon,
yeah. Uncle Elon. He's been able to, he's navigated technology pretty well and advances pretty quickly into the in the current world.
Yeah, for sure.
So Starlink's a cool technology. Flying out to space so eventually will be cool. I don't know. There's so much information out there. It's hard to sometimes decipher what's real, what's not.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard. There's so much information, disinformation, all kinds of shit.
Chat GPT is not always the end answer. By the way,
100%. It's not. It's not.
It is a very useful tool.
It is a great tool, but it's not always correct.
Don't believe everything you hear. Not even for saying it.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet, people. Don't forget. I remind you people like 50 times about this already. I already got blown up for it. I'm still asking the question: If the iPhone cost $2,500, would you buy it? If it was made in America?
Yes.
See, same. Why? Because it's made in America. It gives American jobs. It gives America industry a leg up. It doesn't give possibly our adversaries a leg up, right? So I'll pay the extra.
I don't even know why I had to think about that so long.
Yeah, exactly. That's not. Well, you got to think about it because it's a lot of money, right?
Yeah, but
not everybody's gonna be able to afford a $25 iPhone, right?
100% agreed. But I'm also not the guy that has to get a new iPhone every single
100%
time it comes out.
Yep, exactly.
You know?
I try to minimize the amount of phones I get.
Absolutely.
I'll try to go like 3-4 years without changing out a phone, maybe longer.
Same.
I mean, it just depends on what the phone is.
Buy
right?
a protective case, buy a screen cover. You know. So
I mean, the only reason I got a new iPhone, is because I drove over my other phone.
Dude, I gotta get you this case, man. It's called a Rockform.
Is it good?
It's absolutely,
because I freaking broke the glass twice on this phone already.
So check this out.
Yeah, it feels good.
It's heavy.
Yeah,
right?
It feels good.
But it has a magnet on the back, so it's fantastic when you want to put it on your golf cart.
Oh, nice.
You never have to put it inside the little slot. You know, you just pin it right in front of you.
Rockform. I'm gonna have to get one of these.
Yeah, it's cool. Nice. Has a motorcycle mount, or if you do trail riding or anything like that.
Nice.
That's what this is for.
Oh,
It has a super strong magnet on the back, man. So
no shit.
They're a little bit expensive, but this phone has been dropped. This phone has been stepped on. It hasn't been run over by a car. But it gets dropped regularly. I've had the same case on here for a minute, dude. It's if you want to protect your phone, it weighs a little bit much, but for my purpose, what I do when I work in kitchens and so on and so forth, everything is stainless. It just slap it right on there. I have it in front of me. I have it in my pocket, and it's fantastic. So
this magnet works on stainless steel?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, what the hell are you talking about? Because I know it doesn't stick.
Metal shelving, like
metal shelving. That makes more sense.
Metro shells, stuff like that.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I was gonna say, bro. I don't know, man.
It doesn't
stainless steel.
It doesn't stick to aluminium either.
No, aluminum is not aluminium.
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 Yeah, it's definitely not magnetized.
Yeah.
Learned the lesson way too many times already. When you try to pull out a screw that's out of aluminum out of an engine block. Yeah, let's get a magnet, right? Let's get a magnet. It's really gonna work. Hey, no magnet working in there. We gotta get the claw in there, dude.
Nope.
But yeah, dude. So because they were saying nowadays that PBD. I don't know. I listen to a podcast called PBD Podcast, and my nose sounds like I'm clogged up. Dude.
Allergies, bro.
Is it?
Hit me on Monday.
Maybe.
Anyway, hit me on Monday.
Yeah. I mean, my kids and my wife have been kind of dealing with it.
Your kids are also in school now, so.
Yeah, well, the sicknesses are coming.
They're
100%. It's like a breeding grounds, dude. Breeding grounds for freaking all kinds of illnesses. I already talked to 1 or 2 of my friends, like, oh, yeah, my kids went back to school. I'm sick as hell.
Yeah, that's how it is. They bring it all home.
Yeah. But PPD Podcast was actually talking about if Apple came in and said, because Apple moved their manufacturing from China to India to avoid the tariffs, and then Trump slapped India 50% tariffs. So Apple got kind of screwed in the middle. But they were having the conversation that if Apple brought production to America and the iPhone was $500 more to be made in America than it is to be made in China, would you buy it? So let's say an Apple iPhone right now costs what, $1,200-$1,300?
Something like that.
Something like that. Add $500 to $1,800. Would you buy that phone?
Yeah.
100%. I'd buy it. I'd sign up for it right away. If it's a made in America, made in USA phone, and it costs more money, so be it. But as I explained earlier, and my reasoning before is that it's just a positive to America, And so I'm all for that kind of.
So
they should do a trial run and see if it happens.
Why is it $1,300 when it only costs anywhere between $400 and $570 to produce?
Well, what is it? So what is it? Right? Let's just say it costs $500 to produce, and you're selling it in the store for what, $1,300?
I think an average price of an iPhone is probably $1,000 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter if you get the Pro Max.
So what is it? So where is it? What are these costs? Is it corporate profits? What is it?
I don't know.
That's a good question. And I understand that corporations, that capitalism means that corporations profit off of making, they got to make money, right? That's the whole point.
Of course, you're not going to sell for what you buy. But
what if you make less money for a good cause? Well, that doesn't matter to a corporation. Do you think it matters if it makes a difference between if we make less money but we're doing good for the country, do you think they care about that? Depends, right?
Yeah.
Most people are gonna be like, most corporations are gonna be like, no, we just want to make our money.
Correct.
Whoever, and we don't care who benefits, who doesn't benefit. But I don't know. That's a game they're gonna have to play and figure out because with the tariffs and everything going on. It'd be nice to bring more production back to America. And people are like, oh, we don't want to bring back factories to America. Why would we bring back factories to America? We're a service society where everything's service to us. We don't want to make things. We want to buy things.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't you want to have a good, strong industrial base to support all that? Like, don't you want to bring back those kinds of jobs for those people who can work those kind of jobs? That kind of working in a factory doesn't mean you have to. You don't need a degree. You just need to go to work.
Correct.
And you'll make at least the minimum wage, if not more. Usually more. Don't you want those kind of jobs? Those maybe lower earning jobs but consistent jobs. If it's a lower earning job but it's a safe job, it's a consistent job. Wouldn't you want more of those jobs?
I mean, that's what some people want to do. Sometimes people just want to work the 8 to 4, 8 to 5,
and that's
whatever
it.
The case is, 9 to 5, and
forget everything else. Make your money
and be done with it.
Yeah, make your money. Make your whatever wage it is that you earn. If you play your cards right and you know how to distribute your money, you'll be fine.
I mean, or if you get paired up in a union of some sort, whatever the case is. I mean, you're gonna have pension and so on.
Exactly.
And so forth. I mean, those people do that too. I mean,
exactly.
There's factories out there that do that, right?
So why not bring why not have like a floor for industrial production in America, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what we want.
I mean, I heard some car manufacturers are coming back to the U.S.
I mean, they need to.
They have to.
Yeah,
to avoid the tariffs, or their prices or their cars are going to be out of budget.
Well, there's also with the tariffs and everything is the extra tariffs on steel, aluminum, all that stuff. I mean, let's get our production up and ramped up. You know what I mean? Let's buy more of our own material. Sure, it's going to cost more money to mine it, but if it's less than paying the tariffs, then why not do it anyway? Right? I mean, we don't want. I'm all for American products. I'm all for, I'm not necessarily for the cheapest product. I'm for a quality product.
Correct.
I would really rather buy one product, pay more money for it, and know it's a quality product instead of buying the same item 5 times for a cheaper price.
Buy once, cry once.
That's what it is. And that's the kind of the philosophy I stick with, is that if I pay more up front, I probably won't have to do it again for the foreseeable future.
Oh.
So that's just the way things are played out. But I guess we'll see what that plays out. I mean, we had the Polish president here in America today.
We did.
That was Trump. Him and Trump met up today. They had a good conversation. I don't know if they made any agreements or not. Hopefully, made some positive, agreements in terms of trade and economy and everything else. I know Trump did a nice thing, and he flew F-16s over the White House today in tribute to the Polish pilot that killed himself. Not that he killed himself, but he got into a wreck. He crashed F-16 at an air show in Poland last week. So Trump did a nice tribute to him. The president of Poland said there's, I think, 10 million dysphoria in outside of the United States in America.
Well, sorry, repeat that.
10 million people live outside of Poland. Polish dysphoria.
Yeah.
Most of it in America.
I believe it.
It's just crazy, dude, if you think about it. A country of 38 million in Poland living there right now, and then 10 million outside.
I mean, once upon a time, there was more Poles here than there was in Chicago than there was in Warsaw.
Yep, exactly. I wonder if that's still true or not.
Well,
probably not. Yeah, ChatGPT.
Let's run it. At one point it was.
Yeah, 100% was. Yeah, exactly. Chicago was a big hub for Polish people, which is good and bad. I wish we would have went somewhere else. I ended up somewhere else, not in this state.
There's a lot of Polish people in Arizona now too.
Yeah, there's a lot of Polish people everywhere nowadays. Realistically, Florida, Arizona, New Jersey. There's always been Polish people in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. So it's Texas. Is getting a lot of Polish people.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But it's hot down there, man. I can't do the heat, dude.
It's next level hot.
Yeah, I'm not a hot person. I'm not a heat person for sure. But
I naturally run hot.
Opportunities sometimes arise somewhere you don't want to be.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, he came. He conquered.
Is that it? Just a quick trip?
I don't know. I would not be surprised if he ends up here in Chicago in the next couple of days. Maybe makes a stop, at the consulate. Maybe make. I mean, he just met with the president of the Polish Highlanders.
Newly elected.
Yeah, he's been there for about a month now. So he's already driving around, flying around, making, appearances in different places. I mean, like I said, he's like a European Trump. So he met up with Trump. They had a good conversation. They had a good meet. I mean, what happens with him, we'll see. But it looks like positive news for now.
Bro.
I mean, Paul wants America to be a strong ally to them, and they are. And
they
vice versa.
always have been.
Well, yeah, 100% they always have been. And let's keep it that way because we don't know. The future is very murky. I'm not really sure what's happening with the war in Ukraine. They were supposed to come to an end, but that's not really happening. I think it's deeper than that.
Putin left here and he bombed something in Ukraine a day
later.
Putin
left here, and then Putin was hanging out with Xi and Kim Jong-un in China today and yesterday at the 80th anniversary of the Chinese victory over Japan in World War. It wouldn't make sense 80 years. Would it make sense 80 years? Yeah, it would make sense 80 years. 80 years since World War II. So they were hanging out over there doing their thing. Trump was making some funny ass tweets yesterday. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No, I didn't see
He's like, what did he say yesterday? He said, oh man, I gotta look it up. Where am I gonna look this up? But he's like, what did he say, bro? I gotta look this up. It's funny. He said, Trump trying not to tweet Trump. Tweet.
Marcin, we miss you.
Yeah, Marcin, we miss you. We don't know how to do this. All right. He says, please give my warmest regards to Vladimir Putin and King Jong-un as you conspire against the United States of America. President Donald J. Trump. Bro, that's funny as hell.
Unreal.
As you conspire against the United States of America. I mean, he's kind of right, dude. I mean, they got together. They probably are, coming up with their own plans and whatnot, Everybody's a big fan of America, especially with Trump running it. We see what Trump did a couple days ago when the Venezuelans came out and took a narco boat into international waters trying to transport drugs to the United States.
Pretty sure it started with ka and then it ended with a boom.
Kaboom, yeah,
Kaboom.
Exactly what happened. They blew up the boat in international waters, and people are like, oh, how can you kill somebody without due process and everything? I mean, bro, you're narcos fucking transporting drugs literally visibly on.
That's going to kill.
Who knows how many people?
Who knows exactly? Hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands. I mean, who knows?
And you're worried about their due process, bro? They know they're committing a crime. So you take the risk and you get the reward. The reward is either you make it and you get your money and you get paid out and you leave, or you get blown up. It's one or the other.
Yep.
So that's a big escalation and a big sign to the narco traffickers
don't mess.
We can play the game.
Yeah.
We don't mind spending one missile just to blow up 20 people. You know what I mean? We'll do it. And so we'll see. We'll see if that has an effect or not. I mean, he sent a bunch of warships to the Caribbean to kind of patrol the waters. I'm fine with that. Patrol Bahamas. I'm gonna be there soon.
Saying goes, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
And that's literally what it is. And there's literally a sign on the boat that says that.
Really? No kidding. I just can't. I mean,
imagine that you're in Venezuela. You're getting on a boat with narcos and a bunch of cocaine. And says,
play stupid games.
Play stupid games with stupid prizes in Spanish, bro. And then you hear that whistle. Oh, prepare. Boom. Gone. Goodbye. You don't even know it's coming, dude. You have no idea. I mean, dude, keep the border secure. I mean, a lot of stuff needs to be done, and he's doing it. Well, it's not popular. I agree with his policies. I mean, give at least try something different.
Sure.
Not the same old. Try something different. See if it works or not. If it doesn't work, revert to what it was, or maybe alter it a little bit. But there's a lot of other things that they're doing that we'll see how it plays out. I hope that America continues to prosper and America continues to be a welcoming country at the end of the day. I mean, it welcomed us. We're here, right? We're immigrants. You weren't born here, right?
I was born here.
Damn you. You're not an immigrant. You're freaking naturally born. You could be president.
I could.
Fuck, I can't.
I could.
I can't.
I have dual citizenship, though.
So do I, but I mean, mine was naturalized. I wasn't born here. You know what I mean? Natural, yeah. So, damn, bro, I didn't know that. I thought you were like me. An immigrant, bro. Fuck.
Born here.
I don't know. I think the conversation's over now.
What else are we gonna talk about?
Nothing, dude. Nothing. We're finishing this up, dude. I appreciate you coming out here today.
Man.
That was fun.
Dude, it's been fun. The last 2 weeks have been fun.
It's fun. I'm glad you came out. I'm glad you made time to be here with me and when Marcin wasn't here. So
we talked about this in episode of whatever I was on. If Homeboy has to leave, man, I can fill in. And that's exactly what happened.
That's awesome. Right? I appreciate you coming out, Big Z. I appreciate you coming on. It was a good time, everybody.
Next time you see me, I might look a little bit different.
100%. Hopefully dressed up.
Yeah, man.
Maybe riding that freaking red truck that you were sending me. Dude, that was a nice truck, huh?
Bad, right?
I don't know, Big Z. I mean, it's not even that expensive either.
Dude, which one did I send you though?
You sent me the one with the big tires.
The Power Wagon.
The Power Wagon.
Yeah, dude. So so Dodge. So I actually just got turned on to it this weekend by one of my buddies, and I was looking at an old vintage truck. I don't know. I think I'm going through a midlife crisis. I tell myself I'm buying it, but I have nowhere to park it. I have nowhere to put it. I got nowhere, right? So back in the day, Dodge came out with a Power Wagon. It was called an M37, and that was also it was used in wars. It was used as an ambulance. It was used as construction trucks and so on and so forth.
It's a nice truck.
They made a civilian version of it, and it is just very hard, extremely hard to come by. Extremely hard to come by. They're not cheap, especially depending on. I mean, I saw one listed with 72 original miles for $75,000.
No shit.
1952 Power Wagon.
I mean, it's a sick truck, dude.
Here in Springfield, I think. Springfield, Illinois. But yeah, but they're hard to come by. There's not a lot of them. I mean, you see the Ford F1s all over the place. You see the Chevrolets, the Chevys 3100s. You see those all over the place. But those Power Wagons are really hard to come by. They're very sought after, and but they're cool trucks.
Yeah, it's cool ass truck, dude. I hope you show up in that kind of truck. We'll do a video on it.
Maybe.
And then we gotta do a shout out to this guy right here. This guy, Piastri, baby. Yeah. You probably didn't watch F1 this weekend, but I did. He's going for the freaking title, bro. Let's go. Come on, McLaren. Come on, Piastri. I'm so glad that he signed on Piastri.
Is this the last race?
No. We're past the halfway season, the halfway point. But he's been doing great. I'm not a big
F1 guy. I follow MotoGP.
I know you follow MotoGP. That I know. I like F1. Oscar freaking got first place. Norris was in second during the race. Had to retire the car a couple of laps before the end of the race because the motor blew up, took a shit.
I gotta come by for a viewing.
Well, we're gonna do one for sure, 100%. Football season starts soon.
Sure
I think next week. No, this weekend. Is it this weekend?
Bears play on the 8th.
Bears play on Monday Night Football. Who are we playing?
The
Vikings. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Bears actually improve this year because they say they're gonna improve every year and they suck.
I mean, those Chicago fans have been waiting since '85.
We can't win shit. Except the Blackhawks. Blackhawks were good for a long time.
I'm not a Bears fan, but I'm not going to tell you what kind of fan I am.
You're a Packers fan, you fucking guy, bro. I fucking know it right there.
Very hated.
You and the previous guy that was on here. You guys Packer fans, dude. Fucking Packers, bro. Ain't nothing up there, bro. Just a bunch of ice.
And cheese.
And cheese, dude. Cheeseheads. That's what you guys are. A bunch of cheeseheads. Hey, listen. Appreciate you coming, man.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully I'm going to press the right button to end this. Hey.
We'll see you on Sunday.
We will see you on Sunday at the picnic, correct? September 7th, Sunday, Slovenian Center in Lamont. Come join us. Come hang out. And then we'll be back next week with regular programming.
When Martin is not...
When Marcin comes back and Marcin starts doing the clips and stuff, because otherwise it ain't working for me. I don't have my instructions in front of me, so I'm not even sure if I'm pressing the right button.
Marcin, if you see this...
Let's end this. I think I got the ending screen, so I think we're good.
It's okay. Marcin, if you see this, bring back ice cream. Smuggle it in somehow. You can do it.
Like, subscribe, and comment on our channel. I appreciate your support. Have a good night.
Adios.
Bye.